Travis to come back for next year, or is that one of those things you got to give him his space to make his own decision?
I'll let Travis make that decision on his own, man. He's given so much to this team and to the NFL, and been such a joy, not only for me to work with, but for people to watch. And so he knows he still has a lot of football left in him. I mean, you can see it. He always makes plays in the biggest moments. But it's if he wants to put in that grind. It's a grind to go out there and play 20 games, whatever it is, and get to the Super Bowl. And he's done enough to be a gold jacket guy and first ballot Hall of Famer. But I know he still has love for the game, and he'll get to spend some time with his family and make that decision on his own. But I mean, he knows he'll come back here with welcome arms. We love that guy. To make a team blitz, you have to be able to beat what they're showing, and that's what we didn't do, especially in the first half. And we made some good adjustments in halftime and came out better, but it was almost too late. The momentum had kind of flipped in their favor in how they play with Saquon and how they can run the football and control the clock with Jalen making big third down conversions. It kind of put our defense in a really bad spot. And so when you're in these big games, you have to play better from the beginning. And that's stuff that I'll have to continue to work on and continue to get better at, and force defenses to blitz by attacking their zone coverage the right way. And so that's something that I can continue to get better at in my career.
What was the biggest factor in the first half that enabled them to get out to the big lead?
I threw 2 interceptions in their end. I mean, I threw a pick six and I threw a pick that they returned to the 5-yard line, and they scored immediately after. So when you give a team 14 points, especially a really good football team, a Super Bowl football team, then not a lot of good things happen. And so that's why I take ownership of this loss more than probably any loss in my entire career, because I put us in a bad spot. And even though we put up some stats at the end of the game, those stats didn't really matter because I'd already kind of lost the momentum for this entire team. And so I have to be better at not turning over whenever it's not going my way, trusting in my defense, trusting the rest of my team to get those stops until I can figure out what we need to do as an offense. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, but the one thing that I've always respected about Jalen is that he's a winner, and I know that some people take that as like it's not a good thing, but you have to find ways to win with your football team that you have around you. And that's what I've learned in my entire career, and that's what he's came into the NFL and done his entire career, is that if he needs to run the ball, he will run it. If he needs to throw the ball, he will throw it. And if he needs to make a big play, he will make the big play. And so that's stuff that not everybody has. And that's something that I have a lot of respect for Jalen. And I said it after the first Super Bowl we played against. I said he will be back, and he was. And he got the better of me today. And I'm sure we'll face again at some point in our careers in a big game like this.
Patrick, coming out of halftime, were you guys still confident that you guys could still make a run?
100%. I mean, we were confident until the very end. I mean, we there's been crazier things that's happened in the NFL, and we needed to get a score that first drive, which we didn't get, obviously, and so that one hurt us. But all you can do is take it play by play and give everything you have, and I'm proud of our guys for how they did that in the face of adversity. And when a lot of teams probably would have just folded and gave up, we just kept fighting to the very end. And obviously it didn't go our way, and it'll be something that we'll look back on for the rest of our careers. But I'm proud of the fight those guys had.
Last one, Vahe.
Patrick, when you visualize this game, did you envision like it coming down to the end and needing to make a place to add, or did you not see it that deeply?
I expected that just because that's how most games happen. Is that you're down to the very end of the game. That's when you get 2 good football teams going. But like I said, they play better than us, kind of in all aspects. And then I compile it with mistakes, then it turns into a big lead, and then we end up getting a blowout. And so, like I said, I'm proud of the guys and how they competed, and it was something that we'll think about for the rest of our careers and hopefully motivate us to be even better.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
Super Bowl 59 is not a game that Kansas City Chiefs fans are going to look back on fondly, as the team got the doors blown off of them. It's hard to imagine that star tight end Travis Kelce would want his NFL career to end this way, but the retirement rumors have revved up over the last year. Following the crushing loss to the Eagles, Kelsey opted not to speak to the media, so we didn't get to hear what he had to say about retirement following the Chiefs' second Super Bowl blowout of the Andy Reid/Patrick Mahomes era. Mahomes spoke to the media, however, and was asked about what he thought on Kelsey potentially stepping away from the game, I'll let Travis make that decision on his own. Man. He's given so much to this team and to the NFL and been such a joy, not only for me to work with but for people to watch. He knows he still has a lot of football left in him. You can see it. He's done enough to be a gold jacket guy and a first-ballot Hall of Famer. He'll get to spend some time with his family and make that decision on his own. The retirement rumors haven't been totally crazy considering Kelsey is 35 years old and did look slower this past year. That being said, he still finished the 2024 regular season with 97 catches, which is tied for the fourth most he's had during his career. Kelsey spoke about the retirement rumors ahead of Super Bowl 59, noting that he didn't plan to step away anytime soon. One would think that'd be enough to stop these conversations from happening, but maybe people think that now that his team was on the losing end of a Super Bowl blowout, he might decide to pursue other opportunities. Mahomes' comments made it clear that he wants his tight end back for another year, but Kelsey will be the only one who can make the decision. While speaking to the media after the lopsided defeat in New Orleans on Sunday, February 9th, the tight end praised the Philadelphia Eagles, who he said bested the Chiefs in all three phases of the game. "We couldn't get it going offensively," Kelsey, 35, told reporters in the locker room after the game. "I mean, they just got after us on all three phases, and then on top of that, turnovers, penalties, playing behind the sticks on offense." Kelsey added that the Chiefs dropped passes and didn't execute like they have throughout the season. "We haven't played that bad all year," he said. "You don't lose like that without everything going bad." The NFL star added his team never gave up, despite getting shut out for most of the game. "This team is gonna fight till the end forever, and you saw that," he said. "Even with the score late, we were always gonna fight." Had the Chiefs pulled out the victory, it would have been the largest come-from-behind win in Super Bowl history, and they would have made NFL history repeating as champions for a third straight year. Instead, Kelsey Company are contemplating a rare loss after going 15-2 during the regular season. "We just couldn't find that spark," the New Heights podcaster said. "We couldn't find that momentum." Travis Kelce couldn't fight the alchemy the Philadelphia Eagles brought to the Super Bowl. After the Kansas City Chiefs were bested by the Eagles at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans February 9 alongside his teammates, including the team's quarterback Patrick Mahomes, he reflected on their disappointing loss. "They got after us," Travis told reporters after the game in a video shared to X. "All three phases. Couldn't get it going offensively." He added of what went wrong, "There's a lot that went into it. You don't lose like that without everything going bad." Indeed, it was a difficult first half for the Chiefs, who earned the trophy the past 2 years, as they ended the second quarter with 0-17. While the Eagles remained in the lead, the Chiefs earned 6 points in the third. However, the Philadelphia team ultimately reigned victorious at the end, with a final score of 22-40. As for the most shocking part of the loss, Travis solemnly noted, "We haven't played that bad all year." An upset Travis promptly cut the interview short before he could answer any questions about girlfriend Taylor Swift's support from the stands. Nevertheless, the 35-year-old gave some credit to his girlfriend Taylor for having a little something to do with successfully getting the NFL team to the Super Bowl in the first place ahead of the big game. "We both love to manifest things," he said during a recent press conference, "and you can't say it's not real, because we're here, right?" Whatever she was doing, I'm sure it helped. As for what Taylor may have done to will the Chiefs' big accomplishment into the universe, she altered the choreography of her song Midnight Rain to include a mimed football pass and touchdown at the New Orleans stop of her Eras tour in October. "For me not being able to be here supporting her during those weeks," Travis noted of the Cruel Summer Singer's stunt, "it made me feel like I was there." In fact, he shared just one day later that the Taylor was a big source of inspiration during his journey to the big game. "I better hold up my end of the bargain, right?" Travis told reporters during the Super Bowl's opening night conference. "If she's out here being the superstar she is, never taking no for an answer, and always working her tail off, I better match that energy, for sure." And though he didn't get the pleasure of playing face-to-face with his brother Jason Kelce, who served as the Eagles center before retiring last March, this year, he reminisced about the first time they played against each other at the 2023 Super Bowl. Of course, I wish Jason was out there. Being at the mountaintop with your brother is something special that I'll never forget, the NFL athlete continued. I wished he would have played another year, but he's very content with where he's at in life right now. Along with Taylor, keep reading to see what other stars made an appearance at the 2025 Super Bowl. The loss meant that the Chiefs failed to achieve their collective team dream of becoming the first team in NFL history to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, and the whole team is undoubtedly disappointed by the loss, including Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Kelce looked visibly disappointed walking off the field at halftime, when the Eagles had a 24-0 lead over the Chiefs, and again while congratulating Philadelphia players on their win after the end of the game, while Swift famously joined Kelce on the field to celebrate the Chiefs' victory last year. She understandably didn't join him on the field after the team's loss on Sunday night, as Kelce and the rest of the Chiefs left the field quickly this year while the Eagles celebrated their 40-22 win over the two-time reigning champs. At the Super Bowl on Sunday night, Swift's stress was palpable as the Chiefs fell behind during the first half of the game, both in photos taken of the singer in the stands and in the lone clip of her from the broadcast, which quickly went viral and inspired a slew of jokes on social media. Even though Swift and Kelce's post-game reunion wasn't captured on camera this time around, it's the safest of bets that the "I can do it with a broken heart" singer is privately showering her boyfriend with love and support following the loss. The pair have consistently supported each other in their respective careers and, in the rare moments when they've talked publicly about their relationship, what they've had to say has been nothing but glowing. While speaking to press in the lead-up to the Super Bowl, Kelce gushed about Swift and how dating the notoriously high-achieving singer has inspired him in his own career. Taylor Swift made a striking appearance at Super Bowl 2025, arriving at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans on Sunday. Swift was seen wearing a white double-breasted blazer paired with matching thigh-high boots and denim shorts, media outlets reported. However, it was her accessories that drew the most attention. Particularly the ruby T-charm, which she previously debuted at the Grammy Awards a week earlier. The custom jewelry piece, which Swift co-designed with jeweler Lorraine Schwartz, has sparked widespread speculation among fans, with many believing